Hi, I'm Wilma Hollis for LifeSpeak for Living, and I want to encourage you today to understand who gets the final authority. Most people obey and respect the authority of the law. The question is, when there are two conflicting authorities, which do you obey? Let me explain. The other day while driving, I approached an intersection where a tree was being trimmed due to a recent storm. As I neared the intersection, the traffic light turned red, instructing me to stop. But there was also a police officer there directing traffic at the intersection who began to wave me to go. In that moment, I was receiving conflicting instructions from two legally authoritative sources. So who or what was the final authority? Now I know what you're thinking. Wilma, you saw the tree, right? I mean, it was easy to figure out what was happening. I know this scenario sounds simple and innocent enough, but what happens when it's not so simple? What happens when someone in authority says something to you that contradicts the authority of God's word? When the doctor says in his authority that you'll just have to deal with this pain for the rest of your life, but God's word says you are healed, well, you have a choice to make. You'll have to decide who gets the final authority. Here's the truth. As believers, we must maintain a constant awareness of and commitment to God's word as the final authority in our lives. As we face inevitable challenges to our faith, our ability to correctly discern the final authority will be the sole determining factor of victory. Have you been trusting God to answer a prayer that would seem impossible to most? Whether it's a troubled marriage, a challenging teenager, physical pain, or maybe you just feel a little discouraged. What will you do when others with authority, be they professionals, experts, even family and friends, what will you do when they advise you to just give up? Will you follow their advice, or will you hold fast to your confession of faith and trust God's word? Who or what has the final authority in your life? When you encounter a situation that others would label impossible, and if you haven't already, someday you will, take comfort in the words recorded in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 55:11 says, "So shall my word be that goes forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it will accomplish what I please, and it will prosper in the thing for which I sent it." This verse is telling us God's word never, ever fails. So speak God's word over that troubled marriage. Expect to see a change in your teenager. Thank God that the pain is gone now. If you've been discouraged, I challenge you, spend time in his presence and reclaim the joy that has been promised to you. When you trust and believe God's word in the face of contradiction, you're going to come out victorious every time. God is faithful, his word is true, and he will never fail anyone who will take his word and make his word the final authority. For LifeSpeak for Living, I'm Wilma Hollis, reminding you to LifeSpeak. Live in faith every day. Stay positive, encouraging, and kind. Thanks for watching.